Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. As Days of Our Lives finally gives us answers, John's goodbye could be right around the corner. Well, we've finally met Kat's mom on Days of Our Lives, and that also means we've met Konstantin's daughter. We're not entirely sure how this Katharina business is going to end, but now we know that she didn't just survive the pawn, she's also survived Clyde. And that's kind of a big deal, not because of any love for Konstantin, but because of what it means for John. The relief his loved ones felt for him when they learned he didn't kill Katharina all those years ago was palpable. And now that we've finally met her, we can finally get the rest of the answers about what happened decades ago, and just this past year. Because we can't forget that John was kidnapped while in Greece trying to make peace with what he allegedly did to Katharina. He visited her grave, which we now know wasn't hers, and then, he himself didn't remember what happened. He vanished, and the next thing we knew, Jack and Chad found him tied to a chair in some empty apartment. But Katharina's appearance could and should give us answers. Steve's gotten himself knee-deep in this Who Twisted saga, and we know he's going to want answers from Konstantin's mysterious daughter, because he's just as mixed up in Konstantin's family drama as John. And with those answers, we've got a feeling he and Marlena will both want to try reaching out to John again to let him know what's happened. That could be the start of his farewell story, as Marlena's unable to get in touch with him and gets word, as we saw in the preview, that he's gone missing. Hopefully, though, if that's the case, it really is just the start. We lost Doug on Thanksgiving, let's not lose John over Christmas or the New Year. Don't make the family go through death and loss over the holidays. We know the show already shot John's death and funeral, and they filmed it when Drake Hogestyn was still alive to give his blessing. But we don't have word on when they filmed it or when John's death will happen. This just seems, sadly, like a natural segue into John's final farewell story. Yes, we're still very much in the middle of saying goodbye to Doug. But once we start getting answers on what happened with the pawn and John's latest kidnapping, the show won't be able to put off his death much longer. Stay tuned and subscribe the channel.